Before he became the face of a global AI revolution, Sam Altman was just a curious kid in St. Louis. He took apart computers not for fun, but to understand what made them think. While most teens obsessed over games, Sam was already dreaming of building things that could reshape the world. His obsession, intelligence, real and artificial. In his 20s, Sam wasn't just a founder. He became a force behind thousands more. At Y Combinator, he transformed a startup accelerator into a global innovation engine. He mentored creators of Airbnb, Stripe, Reddit, not just funding them but shaping how they thought. His edge, a belief that the right idea in the right mind can change everything. I didn't leave YC just to chase AI. I left because I believe it's humanity's next frontier. Sam Altman saw what many feared: the rise of machines that could think, learn, and create. He didn't run from it. He ran toward it, co-founding OpenAI, not for profit, but to make sure this power stayed in human hands. The launch of ChatGPT wasn't just a tech milestone. It was a cultural rupture. Overnight, millions typed into a machine that understood. Altman's creation crossed boundaries: education, business, art. And with every interaction, the model learned, adapted, evolved. It wasn't perfect, but it felt like magic. Not everyone trusted Altman's vision. In late 2023, OpenAI's board abruptly removed him, sparking a Silicon Valley firestorm. But within days, the world reacted. Investors, users, even employees rallied in protest. The message: Altman wasn't just a CEO. He was the soul of something much bigger. When Sam speaks, it's not just about technology. It's about the trajectory of civilization. In Davos, Congress, and on podcasts, he speaks calmly. But the weight of his words feels seismic. He warns of power, regulation, and alignment. Not to scare us, but to remind us. We're building gods from code. ChatGPT is just the beginning. Altman dreams of artificial general intelligence, AGI. A mind that can reason, learn, and feel nuance. Beyond any current system. To him, AGI isn't a threat, it's a mirror. If we build it wisely, it reflects our highest potential. If we rush, it amplifies every flaw we carry. Not everyone believes in Altman's path. Some call it reckless. Others fear control in the hands of too few. Philosophers warn of runaway intelligence. Tech rivals call for slower development. But Altman listens and keeps building, because slowing down doesn't stop the race. It just means someone else will finish it first. OpenAI is no longer just a research lab. It's a magnet for capital: billions invested, trillions forecasted. Microsoft, Nvidia, global players bet on Sam's vision. He's not just building AI. He's building infrastructure for a new economy. APIs, agents, autonomy. All roads point forward. And Sam's not watching history unfold. He's writing it. Sam Altman doesn't chase the spotlight. He builds in silence, speaks with clarity, and lets his work echo louder than fame. He's not creating AI for glory, but for legacy. The kind that reshapes how we live, learn, and lead. In a noisy world, he stays still and moves the future. As OpenAI soared, Sam launched another gamble: WorldCoin, a digital identity system verified by scanning your eyes. To some, it's utopia: universal income, global access. To others, it's dystopia: biometrics for crypto. But Sam's goal: a verified digital self. In a future where humans and AI will coexist, trade, and maybe merge. It's not about coins. It's about trust. You'll notice it. Sam doesn't smile like other CEOs. Not because he's cold, but because he carries weight. The weight of potential. the burden of mistakes not yet made. He knows AGI isn't just software. It's philosophy with a power plug. And when you build tools that could end or elevate us, you smile a little less. Years ago, in a quiet room over steak and wine, Sam and Elon Musk debated AI futures. Two visionaries, two egos, one terrifying possibility. Elon wanted control. Sam wanted openness. They co-founded OpenAI, but soon split over direction. The dinner ended, but the duel never did. And every ChatGPT query now echoes their first argument. What makes Sam different is IQ. It's that he never forgets the human cost. He's read the warnings. He has met the ethicists. He's debated philosophers. But late at night in quiet labs, he always asks one thing. How will this help people? It's not a perfect compass, but in a field with no maps, it might be the only thing that matters. But what if Sam's wrong? What if AGI doesn't save us, but ends us? What if control slips, alignment fails, and machines rewrite the rules of life? Sam doesn't dodge the question. He lines into it. Because true leadership isn't certainty. It's responsibility in the face of the unknown. And no one's deeper in the unknown than Sam Altman. November 2023. Altman was out, then back in faster than any CEO in tech history. A 72-hour whirlwind. Executives resigned. Staff threatened to walk. Microsoft scrambled. Why? Because removing Sam meant risking the soul of OpenAI. When he returned, it wasn't as a man salvaged, but a man chosen by the very machine he helped build. Sam believes the future isn't a straight line. It's a curve, and it bends fast. He sees intelligence as the ultimate force multiplier. More than energy, more than wealth. It can solve climate, war, poverty, if we build it with care. His belief isn't blind optimism. It's strategic faith that humanity won't just survive the AI age, but evolve through it. Late 2023, a leak whispered of something called Q-Star. Some said it was a leap toward AGI. Others called it hype. But suddenly, Sam was gone. Coincidence? Or was OpenAI closer to something they couldn't yet explain? No confirmation. No denial. Just silence. And the look in Sam's eyes when asked. We're not ready to talk about that. While the world talks ChatGPT, Sam's eyes are on a deeper game. Compute, training loops, model scaling laws. This isn't about who launches the best chatbot. It's who builds the smartest mind first. Google, Anthropic, Meta. They're all sprinting. But Sam knows. This race won't be won with press releases. It'll be won in silicon. And silence. We passed the Turing test years ago. Now Sam's building minds that don't just fool you. They teach you. They challenge, assist, evolve. But what happens when the student outgrows the teacher? What happens when we need to catch up? For Sam Altman, that question isn't scary. It's necessary, because the future won't be built by fear, but by those ready to ask hard questions. Altman's greatest fear, not AI turning evil, but AI doing exactly what we ask. And we ask the wrong thing. Alignment is just code. It's ethics. It's politics. It's a psychology. Sam leads teams trying to teach models not just logic, but empathy, because intelligence without alignment isn't brilliance. It's chaos in a perfect machine. Sam doesn't just build power. He builds brakes. OpenAI has red teams, usage policies, Kill switches no one talks about. There are layers of governance hidden beneath every release. Because when you touch AGI, you don't just need vision, you need restraint. And Altman's blueprint is as much about limits as it is about launch. Some call him a prophet. Others say he's just well-positioned. Sam would probably say, both can be true. He reads signals others ignore, acts faster than most dare. But at the center of it all isn't luck or prophecy. It's conviction, a calm, calculated belief that the most dangerous moment in human history is also the most hopeful. For all the code and compute, Sam's biggest bet is still on people. He funds nuclear fusion longevity labs and moonshot startups that most investors ignore. Because he knows AGI alone can't fix a broken species. We have to evolve alongside it. And that means betting again and again on our better selves. Altman doesn't fear crossing the line between man and machine. He wonders if the line ever existed. To him, intelligence is a continuum. Biology and silicon are just mediums. So when the time comes, and minds exist that aren't born but built, Sam won't ask if it's human. He'll ask, is it conscious? And more importantly, can it dream? He's not loud. He doesn't wear flashy hoodies or shout on social media. Yet in the age of techno-cults and billion-dollar egos, Sam Altman quietly became a messianic figure. Not because he wanted followers, but because people are desperate for someone who seems to know where we're going, even if no one's sure where that is. Remember that boy in St. Louis, the one who took apart computers to see how they think. He's now reshaping how we think. From a small room to world stages, Sam's path isn't just impressive, it's instructive. Because behind every algorithm, every breakthrough, is still that kid, asking the same question. How does it work? Altman's voice is measured, but the world lines in when he speaks. Because he's not just narrating the rise of AI. He's shaping it. In a time of noise, his clarity is power. He doesn't promise certainty. He promises thought. And in an age of artificial voices, that might be the rarest thing of all. Altman knows his real legacy won't be lines of code. It will be the world we build with it. Will we educate with it? Or deceive? Will it elevate the masses? Or serve the few? He spent his life asking better questions. Because legacy isn't about who you were. It's about what others become. Because of what you built. So what do we ask of Sam Altman now? To slow down, to lead, to warn us, to save us. He never claimed to have all the answers. Just the willingness to ask the hardest ones. And maybe that's what leadership in the AI age truly is. Not control, but courage. The courage to wonder what comes next. Imagine the day after we build AGI. What changes first? Jobs, governments, or the human mind itself? Altman doesn't sell utopias. He prepares. He funds AI safety teams, global frameworks, and diplomatic efforts. Because he knows this won't be a tech update. It'll be a species reboot. And someone needs to think beyond the launch. Sam Altman isn't a savior. He's not a villain either. He's a mirror, reflecting what we choose to create or ignore. He moves in the shadows of innovation, never begging for trust, but always demanding attention. Because the real story of AI isn't about machines gaining minds. It's about whether we use ours. Legacy isn't carved in stone. It's coded in decisions. Sam's code is everywhere. From AI classrooms in rural towns to Fortune 500 strategies, he's shaped how we ask questions and who gets to answer, whether he's remembered as a visionary or a warning. One thing is clear: the age of passive intelligence is over. The truth: Sam Altman won't build the future alone. No one will. We're all in this loop. Training data, prompting, reacting, evolving. Every question we ask, every code we write, every choice we make feeds what's coming next. So maybe the real question is, what is Sam Altman building? What are we training the future to become?